Dennis Netter with beingaman.com. I have a letter here from Carrie from Sarasota, Florida. Dear Dennis, my boyfriend and I have been dating for over a year now. Everything is going great except for one thing. I don't trust him. Whenever he's not with me or at his home, I constantly have fears of him going out with some other girl. My last boyfriend cheated on me and I just don't trust guys anymore. I've even snooped through his email and his cell phone just to check up on him. I'm afraid this is going to destroy our relationship as I'm constantly trying to make him prove himself to me. Do you think there's a chance this can be saved, or is our relationship doomed? What can he do to make me trust him? Well, Carrie, look, first of all, he shouldn't have to do anything to make you trust him. He's there with you, and he's giving you every assurance that he's there with you exclusively, and he's respecting your relationship and you. This is not a problem about him, it's a problem about you. Let me try to explain. First of all, I'm sure you've heard the expression that you have to love yourself before somebody else will love you, and it's very true. You know, if you don't have an appreciation for those things inside you that are lovable, you never get to expose them to other people so they can appreciate that, right? We all know that, right? Well, trust is like that too. Trust is not something that somebody else does for you, it's something that you bring out in yourself. And let me give you some examples. Let's say your boyfriend was on the way home and you call up and say, hey, would you mind grabbing something from the store? And he agrees he'll do it and he comes home. Now, do you trust him to get it for you? Okay, you probably do, right? What happens if you go away for a trip and he's going to pick you up at the airport? Do you trust him to actually be there to pick you up? Well, of course you do. And the reasoning behind it is simply this. You could go out and get the thing that you wanted from the store yourself if he didn't, or you can call a taxi or a friend to come get you from the airport. See, the idea is you trust yourself to make good decisions about that. And based on his past experience with you, you know you can believe he's going to do what he tells you he's going to do. See, you're trying to make him responsible for the other guy you dated. That's not fair. No, that is not his responsibility. He's doing the things he should be doing for you. It's your responsibility to grow up and to be healthy, to be involved with this relationship. Let's talk about health for a second. Going through his email and going through his cell phone is what I consider to be the most heinous crime that can be committed in a relationship, even more than cheating, because crimes of privacy have no excuse. You do not have the right to go ahead and take away his privacy simply because you feel insecure. And by the way, that goes for him too. You have the right to privacy just as he does, and you have to respect that. That's a foundation of respect within the relationship, and if you can't give that to him, you're not ready for a relationship. You've got a lot of work on yourself to do. So, what do you need to do at this point? Number one, don't tell him about the snooping. Stop it. Don't do it anymore, but don't tell him about it. You're not going to benefit your relationship. You're not going to help him by telling him and by being open and honest. Lofty goal, but it's unrealistic. Second thing, you need to get a grip on this. You need to realize that this guy is not your ex-boyfriend. He didn't do this to you. He's not doing anything to you. Guys in general didn't do this to you either. Don't blame the rest of us because some guy cheated on you. The fact is that you have to take some responsibility for this yourself. I will say this too, that in cheating, both people are responsible, never just one. And there's a reason behind that. Another video, I'm sure we'll get into that another time. So, what are you going to do at this point? You're going to have to accept the fact and watch what he does and see the kinds of expressions he gives you that make you want to trust him. You've got to believe in the guy. You've got to believe in yourself too to make the right decisions about your life. It's not one of these things where you're going to go ahead and judge him every single step of the way based on what you expect to see or what you want to see. You've got to give him some leeway. Otherwise, the relationship doesn't have an option. It's not going to go anywhere. It will die for your lack of trust. And again, I want to stress that if you're not ready to be in a relationship, if you haven't dealt with these issues already and built up what you need inside yourself to be part of this, again, it's not the problem of your boyfriend, it's your problem. Ultimately, if you can't seem to find a way around this, it might be something you need to take to a professional. Some counseling might really be able to help you see some of these issues you've been through. So, Carrie, with any luck, this will get you spurred on a new direction and start helping you to rebuild some of the damage that you have inside yourself, but more importantly, to make sure you keep your relationship together in a healthy vein, one that benefits both you and your boyfriend. I'm Dr. Dennis Netter with beingaman.com.